Welcome to Explore English Churches, and today we have got something really special for you because we've actually come to Norwich and to film Norwich Cathedral, okay, and it's one of the most extraordinary buildings in the whole of the UK. So without further ado, what we're going to do, we're going to take a wander around, see what we find, and I'll cover as much as I can in the video for you. So let's crack on. Here is one of the gateways into the cathedral, and as you can see, it is extremely ornate. I will give you some more information on the cathedral as we go in, but I believe that the cathedral actually dates back to around about 1096, if I recall. As I say, these cloisters are in actual fact the second largest cloisters in England, and as you can see, they go all the way around. Now, I know there's so much here to be filmed, and I'm not going to be able to do all of it today, but I will cover as much as I possibly can. This also may be a 2 video part, so there'll be a part 1 possibly and a part 2. But as I come round, you can see they currently have the scaffold up, where they're obviously doing a great deal of repairs. Now I'm going to pan up and try and show you there's a chappie right at the top of the steeple. Now I don't know if we're going to be able to see him because he's so high up. Now if I pan up, you may just, and if I try to zoom in as much as I possibly can, you may just see that there's a chap up there. I'll come round a little bit further, but there's a chap up there on a little platform working on the steeple. I don't know if that will come out, and I won't know until I come to edit. But yeah, it's quite incredible to see this fellow right up there. I pan back down. Apparently, the cathedral was damaged due to riots. I'm trying to find the date. Yes, apparently the cathedral was damaged in 1272 during some riots, and it was repaired and completed in 1278, the repairs. But as you can see, it's massive. And what we're going to do, we're going to walk back down to the cloisters, and I will walk you through the cloisters. Oops, that's Stevie being very, very careful not to fall over, because I'm actually on this grass at the moment. We're going to make our way back down into the cloisters and walk a little bit further and look at some of the recesses in the cloisters and see what other things that we find. As we come round, I will show you the roof of the cloisters again. And if you look, I'm going to pan in here. Don't know if we can pick that up. But yeah, these have all been highly decorated. You can still see to this day some of the colours on these, and they go covered with angels, nymphs, all types of different scenes. and they go all the way down through the cloisters. And if I bring this down, you will see. You will also notice that on the walls there's all types of different graffiti. There's something rather interesting here. I can't quite make that out. But someone's actually put also scrawled on the wall 2022. But look at this. Does this look like a boat to you? Because we have the River Wentham close by. And there's a face in there. If I can bring that in, you can actually see, I presume, I don't know, it could be a saint or a face of Jesus. As I say, I think this is going to be a two-part video because there's just so much to see. We're going to make our way up into the actual cathedral itself now. I do know that they've just finished a mass in there. I say mass, but I think they say service. Mass is obviously Catholic. On the Cloisters floors there are memorials, endless memorials with various dates on. These ones date mainly back to 1800s. And here we have S and H, 3rd of January 1863. Imagine what this must be like when it's all lit up at night. It must be absolutely amazing. That's the church clock chiming away, or the cathedral clock, should I say. The window above this, I believe it to be the west window. I'm going to pan up. It's the one above the door. It is absolutely magnificent, and I'm going to try. There we go. It's a little bit fast, I think. I want you to see as much as I possibly can show you. And if there's a lot of noise in here, there's a group of school children just arrived. And then we've got the workmen back from lunch, and so it is a little bit noisy in here, and I apologise for that. But how magnificent is this window? We're going to take a walk down. Now, as I say, we have a lot of school children here at the moment, and we don't want to be catching them on the videos. And as you can imagine, school children are exceptionally noisy. I want to show you again as much as I possibly can. We have obviously monuments more or less on every wall, and this is Enricus Fairfax. I can't read that because I believe that's in Latin. And we're going to come round and continue walking down. here, you can see the wonderful colours of the stained glass coming through. Luckily, we have a little bit of sunshine. Also, what we have down here, and if I pan up, there's a guide here that's actually showing you the paintings where this would have all been painted. And I'm going to pan up. I hope you can see that. Is that coming up? Don't very often get a cathedral cat. What's your name, dude? Hey? There he goes. That's the cat that keeps the mice under control. This would have all been highly decorated with these paintings. I'm coming round again. Again, I apologise if there's a lot of talking, a lot of noise on here. Being a cathedral, needless to say, there's a lot of people come, a lot of tourists. Oh, I want to show you this chappie in the wall here. Look at this fella here. Wow. It says at Skellington, this commemorates Thomas Goodwin, who died about 400 years ago. The inscription reads, all that you do, this place pass by. Remember death, for you must die. As you are now, even so was I, and as I am, so shall you be. Oh, wow. How cool is that? As I say, there's just so much to film in here today. I'm not going to be able to cover everything, but I will do my very best to cover as much as I possibly can. And if my voice is a little bit low on the video, I'm sure you can appreciate that I'm having to take in consideration other people in the church or cathedral. As we look back, you can see the back of the organ and also the choir stalls. And to my left, I believe it is the tomb of the first Bishop of Norwich. I do believe. Oops, that's Stevie. Here we go. I can't get any closer, I'm afraid. Let me come round the other side. And it's wood. Well, it looks wood. No, it's not wood, it's actually stone. And again, this would have been highly decorated. The colours are still there. But the strange thing is, well, it's not so strange. It's actually covered in so much graffiti. Wow. We're going to carry on walking down. Oops. And I think I'd managed to leave all the school children behind and get away from them. And I want to show you all the choir stalls. They are, as you can imagine, rather magnificent, all with obviously poppy heads. There are misericords, I have noticed, and I'm going to try and show you one or two of those. And here, over here, and I'm going to pan in. I can't get right in because they've got most of this roped off. But here's one misericord. Again, we have these paintings here on the pillars. And if I pan in, some of them you can make out better. Again, everywhere you look would have been highly decorated. This one over here has a large memorial on it, with rather a sweet cherub up there, and that's to Thomas More. Dates to 1779. So Thomas More. Also, what I've noticed is a little bit of graffiti here that someone has put. I don't know if this is going to come out. It says 17 EC 1647. I don't know if that's coming out very well. But again, there's a heck of a lot of graffiti on here. Wow. And even on these pillars also graffiti. This altar bar is rather interesting. I'm not sure. This looks like, I don't know, tiger's eye. And it has these stones inlaid. I am struggling because I'm on my hands and knees, but I wanted to show you these. They're quite extraordinary, and they are all the way across the altar bar on both sides. If I come round, I think maybe you'll get a better idea. And if I pan out, and they are on the other altar bar also. I do like this one. We're now sitting in the Jesus chapel, and we're going to have a little look around. Because again, what I wanted to show on these pillars behind me are all the wonderful colours of the paints. And we're going to walk around. I want to show you the altar. If I can get over to that. little piscina down here. I want to take you up this stairway. When I first come back, I'll show you where we're going. It's very, very narrow. The stairs are very narrow. And it's called the Treasury. And if we are very, very careful, we can get up to the top of this treasury, because it's really worth coming up here to have a look, because this is where they keep all the gifts of worship, and some of them date back to the 14th century, 15th century. Look at these, they're rather wonderful, aren't they? But there's something far more extraordinary in here that I want to show you. If I come round, you will see these displays of silver and gold, of all the different chalices. Flagons. Quite extraordinary, but this is not the best thing in this treasury. The best thing in this treasury, in actual fact, is up above us. And here we go. Look at these wonderful paintings. Beautiful medieval paintings. And it gives you an idea of what the whole of the cathedral would have looked like, with all these wonderful decorations on the walls and all these beautiful, magnificent colours. There's a wonderful blue up there that's coming out quite nicely. And if I come round to the other side, you will see some more. Here we go. Wow. Oops. I'm trying to be careful as I film and walk, because I'm literally bent over backwards. How magnificent are they? This is extraordinary, this. I hope this comes out well on the camera. I'm going to zoom in slightly. But yes, on this vaulted ceiling, it must have been stunning. In its heyday, it's still stunning to this day to actually think that this survived. How beautiful and how wonderful. This magnificent font apparently came from a chocolate factory in Norwich. Can you believe? And now they actually use it for baptisms. Look at that. Isn't that quite extraordinary? And here we have a monument to the memory of 97 soldiers who died in the massacre of 27th of May 1940 at Le Paradis in northern France. The soldiers were drawn from the 2nd Battalion, the Royal Norfolk Regiment, 1st Battalion, the Royal Scots, and other British Expeditionary Force units. I've come to the other side of the cathedral because I wanted to try and pan up again and catch this chappie way up there on this platform repairing Spire, can you believe? Now, you wouldn't get me up there for love the money. This is what they call Paul's Ferry, and it's a walkway, and well, it's now a private house, but it was the home of a ferryman called John Pull. The archway gate was built in medieval times, but the adjoining house was built later, and it's sometimes called Sandlands Landing due to the fact of a previous ferryman. But look at this, isn't it rather cute? Whoops, that's Stevie falling over. Apparently there were 5 bridges that went over the river Wensum here around Norwich, and the most important, I believe, and the most permanent was in actual fact the Bishop's Bridge, which that all sort of stands in, doesn't it? We have some lovely geese down here. I'm coming down to show you because I thought you'd be interested, and I'm going to pan round, show you down. This is the river Wensum, and as we come back you will actually see the house, the little house that used to be the ferryman's house. How cool is that? I'm going to see how friendly these geese are. Hi guys, how you doing? Oh. The River Wensum. You can see there's a landing the other side. And this river runs all the way through Norwich.